Helping him out.
Hey, so Rolly's kind of the one who won in this deal.
He got lucky.
Yeah, Rolly's.
Let's dive into the swirling storm of hype, tension, and bravado surrounding the upcoming clash between Ryan Garcia and Rolando "Rolly" Romero, set for May 2nd in Times Square, New York City. This isn't just another boxing match, it's a collision of personalities, legacies, and narratives that could either catapult one fighter into superstardom or leave the other scrambling to rebuild. The buildup has been electric, with both fighters trading barbs, flexing their confidence, and leaning into their respective stories. Garcia, with his 12 million Instagram followers and 1 million on X, is the flashy, polarizing figure who's got the looks, the power, and the fan base to shake up the boxing world. Romero, meanwhile, is the gritty underdog who thrives on being underestimated, promising to turn Garcia's spotlight into his own moment of glory. The question is, who has the edge, and is the beef between them real or just a promotional chess move? Garcia has been vocal, as always. At a recent press conference, he didn't mince words, warning Romero of an early knockout. "I'm putting bro to sleep with a left hook. That's it," he declared, exuding the swagger that's made him a social media sensation. Intimidation is his game, and he plays it well. But if there's anyone unfazed by Garcia's bravado, it's Romero. His icy threats, it's Romero who's unfazed. "He can think whatever he wants," Romero shrugged. "He knows me too well." There's a quiet menace in Romero's response, a hint that he's got something up his sleeve, perhaps rooted in their history. The two sparred years ago, 8 years to be exact, and Romero claims he dominated Garcia back then, even without a game plan. "I whooped his ass," he said bluntly, suggesting that old session still lingers in both their minds. But let's not get lost in the past. Just yet, Garcia's got bigger fish to fry, or at least that's what he'd have you believe. His focus keeps drifting to a rematch with Devin Haney, the fight everyone's clamoring for after their explosive encounter last April. "I'm really focused on whooping Devin Haney again," Garcia admitted. "That's all I'm really worried about. Not even to redeem myself, just to cement that Ostarine nonsense," which he probably set up the AIN reference for. The Ostarine mention ties back to Garcia's suspension after testing positive for the banned substance following his fight with Haney, a saga that fueled lawsuits and bad blood for Garcia. To Garcia, Romero feels like a pit stop, a bump in the road to settling that score. He's not shy about it either. "Really wasn't my first choice. It was Pitbull Cruz, but things played out a different way." Romero, though, isn't buying the dismissive act. To him, Garcia's split focus is a fatal flaw. "That's how you get hurt," Romero warned. "You can't be thinking about another fight when you've got me in front of you." He's not wrong. Boxing is a brutal sport where distractions can cost you everything. Romero's betting on Garcia's wandering mind to be his undoing, and he's ready to capitalize. "I'm not here to give him rounds," he said with a smirk. "I'll take him out." It's a bold promise, but Romero's got a track record of defying expectations. Just look at his fight against Ismael Barroso. Everyone wrote him off, and he came out on top. He sees Garcia as another overhyped name, ripe for the taking. Garcia's camp, led by Oscar de la Hoya and manager Guadalupe Valencia, is pushing a different narrative. They see this fight as a launch pad, a chance for Garcia to deliver a highlight reel, knock out and cement his status as boxing's next big thing. "Ryan can be the biggest star in boxing, the face of the entire sport," Valencia said. "He has the potential to be like Floyd Mayweather or Oscar de la Hoya. The skills are there. He's got the charm and the story." De la Hoya is even more bullish, predicting a knockout and hyping Garcia as the lifeblood of boxing. It's a lofty vision, but not everyone's convinced. Garcia's yet to win a legitimate world title, a glaring gap on his resume when you stack him against legends like Mayweather, Pacquiao, or Canelo. Knockouts sell, sure, but championships define legacies. And then there's Garcia's personal journey, which adds another layer to this saga. Last year was rough. Legal battles, mental health struggles, and a 3-month split from Valencia, who's been with him for years. Everyone around him was really concerned, Valencia admitted. It became A very difficult time for him. Garcia's dad, Henry chimed in, pointing to substance use as a major trigger. When you're doing tequila, shrooms, liquor, it's a recipe for disaster, he said. The mind is fragile. But now they insist that Garcia has turned a corner. Look, at him now. Doesn't he look better? Henry asked, beaming with pride. Garcia's recent videos and demeanor do indeed appear sharper and more focused, a stark contrast to the chaotic posts from just a year ago. Still, Romero isn't impressed. He's a tremendous fighter, but he's got no heart for this, he jabbed, questioning Garcia's resilience. So, what's the game plan for Garcia? It's simple. Unleash that vaunted left hook and end it early. I've got the best left in the world, he boasted, referencing his knockout of Devin Haney as evidence. Despite his heart being set on the Haney rematch, Garcia is still training hard. I'm not taking him lightly, he said of Romero. I know he's going to come to fight, but I'm the better fighter all around. Romero, meanwhile, is playing it coy but remains confident. All you've got to do is move out of the way, he said of Garcia's left hook, as if it's child's play. Romero is banking on Garcia's recklessness, those emotional swings and wide-open shots he left exposed against Gervonta Tank Davis. I saw how he crumbled against Tank, Romero noted, emphasizing that Garcia is too easy to bait into mistakes. The sparring history between them keeps cropping up too. Romero is convinced it's relevant, a blueprint for what's to come. He knows me too well, he repeated, delivering a sly dig that suggests Garcia's bravado might mask some vulnerabilities. For his part, Garcia downplays it. It was a little rough sparring, I guess, he said, brushing it off. He's continued to use that to boost his career, but I've got no bad blood. No bad blood, maybe, but there's certainly a lot of tension between them. Romero isn't just fighting for a win, he's fighting to flip the script. They keep talking like I'm here to get Ryan ready for Haney, he said, shaking his head. Man, they've got it all wrong. I'm coming to take him out. The stakes are high on both sides. For Garcia, a knockout could silence doubters and set up that highly anticipated rematch with Haney. But for Romero, it's about proving everyone wrong, showing that he's more than just the underdog. This fight is about legacy, pride, and the chance to rewrite the narrative. A knockout victory could silence the doubters and set up that blockbuster rematch with Devin Haney. Maybe even propel Ryan Garcia toward the mega stardom his team envisions. However, a loss could derail everything. 13 months out of the ring, legal battles, and a shaky mental comeback would all come crashing down. For Romero, this fight is a golden opportunity to steal Garcia's thunder and prove that he's more than just a loudmouth with a puncher's chance. Ryan's back is against the wall, he's got to perform. As one observer noted, Roy's hit or miss, sometimes he looks like a street fighter, sometimes he performs like a champ. The boxing world is buzzing with opinions. Some believe Garcia's speed and power will overwhelm Romero early, with pundits claiming Ryan's got more talent, and he'll be better since fighting Tank Davis. Others point to Romero's resilience and raw power, with one sparring partner recalling, Roy can hit, feels like bricks and gloves. People sleep on him, but he's got no chin to lose. The common thread between both fighters, they've both faced Tank Davis and walked away with valuable lessons. Garcia got stopped by a body shot, while Romero lost but hung tougher than expected. Who's learned more could be the deciding factor in this fight. De La Hoya is hyping up the card hard, especially with Haney facing Jose Ramirez the same night. It's a juicy subplot given the lawsuits and bad blood between Garcia and Haney. De La Hoya claims Ramirez will expose Haney, but Romero isn't concerned with that side of things. Chill. Ryan ain't making it past me, he insisted, completely laser-focused on May the 2nd. I don't care about no Haney fight. I'm going to ruin their plans for a Garcia-Haney sequel. Let them rematch after me, Romero laughed. I'll beat the mess out of Ryan, and then they can do whatever they want after that. As the fight date nears, the contrast between the two fighters sharpens. Garcia is the polished star, all flash and charisma, promising a knockout to keep his hype train rolling. Romero, on the other hand, is the rough-edged brawler, dismissing the noise and banking on grit. Ryan's not chasing championships. He just wants to be a model, Romero sneered, pointing to Garcia's weight misses against Tank. Garcia fires back, Ryan runs his mouth the most, but he can't back it up. I've been backing up everything I say. The truth comes out in the ring, not the pressers. Times Square will be electric on May 2nd, as two fighters with vastly different approaches collide. Garcia is chasing legacy, while Romero is chasing respect. If Garcia lands that left hook and Romero hits the canvas, a new star might indeed be born. But if Romero weathers the storm and flips the script, the boxing world will have a fresh underdog tale to tell. Mental battles, old sparring ghosts, and pure punching power, all are on the line. What do you think? Will Garcia's talent shine, or will Romero's hunger prevail? The bell is about to ring, and this story is far from written.